Piano School Publishing's online video tutorials. Alright, in this video we're going to cover page 56 through to 59 of the preliminary book, and we're going to be talking about sharps and flats. So we have talked a little bit about sharps before, and we'll go over it again. So a sharp is a sign, looks like a hashtag. Sharp is a sign that is placed before a note, and it means to play the very next note above that note. So for example, C sharp, when we see a sharp sign placed in front of the C, it means we play C sharp, which is the black note above C. D sharp is the black note above D. Now the sharp means to play the note immediately above, doesn't matter whether that note is black or white. So for example, E sharp will be F, F sharp, there, A sharp, sorry, G sharp, A sharp, and B sharp will be C. Alright, so we've got a G major scale over here, which we've learnt before. G scale has the F sharp in it. So we start with our thumb, 1, 2, 3, thumb goes underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, remembering to add in the F sharp. So G scale has an F sharp. So we've learnt C scale, which has no sharps or flats, and G scale, which has an F sharp in it. So the same fingering. Alright, and we've also learnt the G major key signature. This is where the sharp is placed at the beginning of each line on the line. So you can see there that a sharp has been placed on the fifth line, and in the bass clef on the F line, which is the fourth line. That tells us that all the Fs in that song are going to be F sharp. But we'll go over this again. Over the page, we now have a flat sign. So a flat sign sort of looks like a B, and it's the opposite of a sharp. It means play the very next note down. So for example, if we have a look at D flat, it'll be the note below D. E flat will be the black note below E. F flat will be E, because there's no black note in between. G flat, A flat, B flat, and C flat will be B. Okay? Now what's interesting about this is the black notes and a couple of the white notes end up having two names. So for example, C sharp is also D flat. Alright? It's exactly the same note. On paper they look different, but they are the same. And as you progress up through music and understand how music is done, you'll see why we need to have both of those. But I'm not going to get into that right now. So now that we know the flats, we're going to learn our first scale that has one flat, which is F scale. So F scale has one flat, and that flat is B flat. Now, this changes things a little bit when we play an F scale, because we can't use the same fingering that we did for C scale and G scale because of that B flat. So if you just attempt to play the F scale, remembering to play B flat instead of B, if you try to put your thumb on that B flat, it's going to be incredibly awkward. So the interesting thing with F scale is that we don't actually use our fifth finger. We just use 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, fourth finger on B flat, thumb goes underneath onto C, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we don't use the fifth finger on the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fourth finger crosses over onto B flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. So just practice that, going nice and even. And back down. And what is interesting, when you play the F scale in the left hand, it continues to use the same fingering as the G scale and the C scale. It's only the right hand F scale that we have to change the fingering. We've also got the F scale or F major key signature. So if you have a look here, you'll see the flat sign was sitting on the middle line, which is B, and in the bass clef it's sitting on the second line, which is B. So again, that means that all the B's in that song must be played as B flat, and that will be showing us that it is most likely into the key of F major. Alright, so that takes us to the end of the book, and just before you start your preparations for your preliminary exam. So we will be producing a video to help you get that prepared. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed the videos for the preliminary book. Alright, best wishes.